The Cooks, raised in different states and with much different upbringings, were drawn to one another when they first met in the fall of 2006. After 2 years of dating, Josh proposed to my sister on December 13th, 2008. Wedding plans began immediately after the engagement, and after a few more years of waiting, the day finally came when the two could become one. The wedding festivities officially began the night before the wedding at the wedding rehearsal. My sister chose the rehearsal to be on a Tennessee riverboat. Here, Megan and Josh were greeted with local family members, but were also surprised with loved ones that live hundreds of miles from Knoxville. They also had a chance to get away from the stress and celebrate the happiness that the next day would bring with their closest friends and family members. The rehearsal seemed to fly by, even though it lasted into the early hours of the morning, and everyone was anxious for the wedding day to begin. Getting the bride and groom ready, as well as the whole wedding party, was an all-day process. Luckily, Megan had much help getting ready. She had a large number of bridesmaids, totaling from 9 girls, including 3 flower girls and friends from high school and new friends she's made in college. Josh and his groomsmen, also totaling 9, included his 2 brothers and his dad, who were also getting ready across the church. While the men finished up getting ready, Megan and the girls got together for one last group prayer, one more time before Megan became a married woman. As time grew nearer for the ceremony, the group joined together in the sanctuary and outside for pictures. Megan, having loved being in the spotlight all of her life, thought that picture taking was one of the most enjoyable moments of the wedding. She said, "It was just a fun, lighthearted time before the wedding that eased my pre-wedding jitters while I was surrounded by the people that I loved the most." When the time finally came to begin the ceremony, Megan was walked down the aisle through nearly 200 people towards her soon-to-be husband. The wedding was held by Tim Miller, who had taught Megan and Josh for 4 years in the college classes every Sunday morning. The two stood face to face as Brother Miller read from the scripture, and they shared their vows to one another. The ceremony was immediately preceded by the releasing of white doves that signified the presence of Megan's grandparents, who had both passed away that previous summer. The whole group loaded up in a party bus and headed to the airport Hilton where the wedding reception would be held. After their arrival, Megan and Josh quickly went inside and got pictures made with their cakes. Of course, the bride went with a traditional stack cake with the theme colors of the weddings for decoration. And it was no surprise that Josh got a Florida Gator sitting on top of his cake to represent his hometown and love for the Florida Gators football team. After all of the excitement and the two could finally settle down, they joined together for their first official dance as a married couple as the guests gathered around to watch. The whole day was filled with laughter, emotion, and it was the beginning of a beautiful new relationship. Congratulations, Megan and Josh. May your love and happiness continue to grow.